Hello and welcome back to another video. I've been holding out on this video because honestly, I didn't know what to do with the video. So, one of my uh, recent projects I've been working on has came out, and I was like, I might as well talk about that. And also, I figured out this VTuber, this PNG program, and I also wanted to show that as well. Yeah, so I got my buddy to make this. I asked my buddy if he can make this, and he did. I'm so thankful. Yeah, so shout out to blackberryfox for making this. And so yeah, I usually do gameplay videos. It was kind of a challenge to pick what game to play because, well, there's a problem usually. So I have this thing where, like, I just, if I play too much of a game, I just start like getting bored of it. Even if I really loved the game when I started playing it, I just get so bored if I force myself to play it too much. Not force. It's like if I play it too much for fun, I just start like picking out stuff that I dislike about what I do in the game. Because, like, I'm not going to say my playstyle is perfect, it never is. But sometimes when I just play video games, I realize that sometimes I get worse at them the more I play them. And a really big, the most clear example I can say is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The first time I ever played that, I was in middle school, and I bought it. Hold on. Let's say because I wasn't old enough to buy it myself. My mom bought it for me on my birthday, and I had great fun. Yeah, I brought the Nintendo Switch on the bus, and I brought it because after a while of just playing video games on my mobile device on the bus, some people like recognized, like, it started with one guy. I was just playing like Geometry Dash Worlds because I didn't have the paid version. And at the time, he was also playing Geometry Dash Worlds. Geometry Dash World or Worlds? I think it's World. He asked for assistance because his phone was a little delayed. And at the time, I've played Geometry Dash World on multiple different mobile devices that had different delays because depending on what your device is, whether it's old or not, it can have like different delay if you're playing Geometry Dash on it. And I just help him beat it, and after a while, I think it was, what was it, 2019 or 2018. By the way, the game came out. Why was it not there? The game came out in 2018, which is crazy. That's what? Let's count it down. Calculator. Give me that sweet old cat. That's not how you spell calculator. 2026 minus 2018, correct? That would give us 8 years. It's been 8 years since this game came out. I thought it was more. I thought it was less. I didn't think it was eight. Yeah, it's been 8 years since this game came out. I don't know if I had it for 7 years. I know I had it like around the time that it came out. It wasn't the first game I got on Nintendo Switch, but it was definitely one of the when like the Nintendo Switch early came out. When did the Nintendo Switch actually release? Because I remember watching so many videos of people hyping up the Nintendo Switch release, bro. I I see like that's how I knew of that's how I even figured out of Lamar Wilson, which unfortunately it was a year after it was a year before Smash came out. That's crazy. That's crazy. Um I'm not gonna talk about Lamar Wilson though. I don't know him that much, but like I did find his channel from the uh Switch release of him like just reviewing the Switch and stuff. And it was some other person who like did some IRL Super Mario Odyssey trick shots. I forgot who it was. C and D, I think it was. I found his channel as well, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I got it when it released, but I know I had so much fun with Mario Odyssey. In that game, I didn't think that I would have like such like I got so into the controls in a game where like I wasn't a speed runner before that time, but somehow like at the time I'm not really like the level of the speed runners. Those speedrunners are way better than me, I'm gonna be honest. But it's still something that I could get the hang of. Then again, before that, it was Call of Duty that I had the hang of. But like, it wasn't. But yeah, that's we went on a detour because the more I saw myself playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the more I realized I'm getting worse at it. Or the computers could be just getting stronger and understanding my patterns, but I don't have any proof of AIs or the in-game AIs learning your patterns or reading. They can probably read it, your inputs, but like even if you know the inputs, like you have to. Yeah, well, then again, a lot of fighting games do. No, no, my bad. Smash is all about even if you know their inputs, you gotta like the space. It like there's a lot of stuff that it depends on, like where you are on the stage. You're not like always in front of the opponent, which is very different in Tekken, which is a game that I've like at like one of the parts where I wasn't like really into like what is it? What am I trying to say? I'm not a hardcore gamer when it comes to playing the game, but playing any game in general, but Tekken is just a game that I've played that made me want to play it even more, even if I wasn't good at it. I don't know, that was kind of one of the first games that I've wanted to keep playing even though I lost a bunch of times. But Tekken is more of like it's less of spatial awareness and more of because they can close the gap. They can close the gap at any time. If they're too far away from you, they can get up to you in like 1 second. Space between your opponent, it has to be constantly changing. You have to like if you want space against your opponent in that game and Tekken specifically, you have to constantly back up from your opponent, or else they'll keep running you down. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to defend computers. I don't. But yeah, I just saw myself getting less into that game, even though like playing against my friends was like kind of. It wasn't like it wasn't like that easy, of course. They got better at the game, and I forced myself to get better at the game. Nowadays, it's kind of hard to focus on if I'm improving at all, which is what I want to do when I play games of any caliber. But not even just play games. It goes for everything I'm doing. If like I want to keep on doing it, if I want like motivation to keep on doing it, the first thing that keeps me to doing what I want to do is knowing that I'm good at what I'm trying to do. That's basically it. So, on that note, I have not found a game that I thought was fun when I started and I wanted to keep on playing. It's either I found it fun and I don't want to play it anymore, and that's just, or I just don't find it fun and I don't want to play it at all. That's most of the games that I touch nowadays, but that's mainly on computer. I stopped playing what is it? I stopped playing console because, well, I'm on computer. And when I was at console, it's not really like, most of the console games are just remasters. And I'm a person who, if like I've seen a video or a gameplay of that specific game, then most likely I'm not going to play it myself because I've already seen the ending, most likely, because most console games are story games. So it's kind of like spoiling the movie for myself, and I don't really, if I've already seen the ending, I don't really want to play the game for myself because basically I've already seen it all. That's what kind of stops me from playing console games, is because I don't really see like gameplays of like games that I really want to play. It's mostly just like remasters. And even then, there's not like, either I just haven't curated my YouTube recommendations to be console stuff, but like it could be that, like, I don't know, I just can't find, not that I've like actively went out of my way to find games that like I enjoyed, but it seems like sometimes I can find games that I really enjoy, but when I get my hands on them, it's just not, it deteriorates, or it's not fun at all, or I just didn't expect it to be like this, or I can just like, sometimes I just don't want to, like play the game for some reason. It's, even though playing video games is like, has been a thing I've been doing for like quite a while, but maybe I need to go outside, play some basketball. I was never good at basketball. I was never. That was a joke. That's kind of why I didn't make the video earlier, is because I couldn't figure out what game to play. And I've already picked a game for this video. That's why I'm making the video right now. But at the same time, like, I feel like I don't even want to play the game because maybe I might like a different game in my game library. And maybe the game that I picked out, you guys might think is boring. So maybe I should pick a different one. But at the same time, we're not focused on the gameplay completely. We're focused on what I'm saying, which defeats the purpose of me even playing the game in the first place. But if I'm not playing a game or doing something on the side, then I was gonna say something, but at the time of me saying that, I was actively looking for another game to play, and I realized I could play this, and that took me off my mindset. I had Oddcore booted up. I could tell you why I like Oddcore. Maybe because it's a first-person shooter, which is one of the first genres I fell in love with, but the first game I fell in love with was Little Big Planet. The first franchise I fell in love with was Little Big Planet, which a lot of people can say that if they've played the game or any of the franchises when it was still alive. But for some reason, there are a lot of games out there that play almost exactly like Little Big Planet, but it just doesn't feel the same. I feel like the search engine was peaked in Little Big Planet 2. And then Little Big Planet 3 was basically I don't feel like that was improvement. That was just like it. Then again, it did introduce the four, no, or is it three? The four characters. Well, three other characters. Four in total, being Sackboys included. The Toggle, Swoop, and then the dog character. For furry. Then again, the two characters are for furries. Whatever. But furries have been in the Little Big Planet community, I'm pretty sure, for a long time. But I was more of a e-boy back in the day, so how what went wrong? You were an e-boy, now you're a furry? That's two different things. I know. I don't even know myself. I confuse myself in the process. E-boys are supposed to be cool, while furries are supposed to be cringe. Those are two different things. My bad for, I don't know, being different. Here I go, rambling about Little Big Planet. I should have warned you. I can say Little Big Planet 1 had the best story levels. Like the in-game made by the developers levels. And then Little Big Planet 2 had the best online levels. I forgot the Little Big Planet 2 story though. But I know, right? Right? I know Little Big Planet 1 had like one of the most iconic ones, but my memory's so fuzzy, I don't remember what levels they are. So, I'm just gonna play the game that I picked. Or I could pick a different one. Also, I just figured out how to, get, what is it? To get, this to work. This, thing you see on the side. Do you see it? It's kind of cool, right? You can see my mouse clicks. You can see. I'm considering strongly changing that to the yellow one, because the yellow one, it doesn't like flicker that much, but at the same time, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. In the keybinds, you can already not see it, so I don't know. I mean, I like the keybind. I like the keyboard being red, but at the same time, then the yellow dot would turn red and then would start flickering like out of control. I mean, if it matches, I mean, you can still see it. So wherever the dot goes, that's where I'm moving my mouse. So you'll be able to tell where I'm moving my mouse even if you can't see it. So we have a problem. Also, the game was probably muted the whole time. I'm gonna show you how it was supposed to be. So, I did say it would see how the mouse works or where my mouse is gonna go, but let me show you, because that's only when my mouse isn't locked to the screen. If you see it, it's stuck in the middle. I didn't know that. It's supposed to. I was supposed to do it like this instead. Hold on. What? Never mind. My bad. There's literally a setting that literally said, "Hey, put this setting on, and it should fix whatever since it's gonna be locked." Yeah, it says 4 games that lock mouse. Buddy. Buddy, what? It's not working though. Let me recenter that real quick. So now it should be in the middle of my screen. Yeah. And now it's still not working. It literally stated for games that lock your mouse. What the fudge? It's not working. That's so weird. Wait. What the fudge? Okay, alright, hold on. So like a dead zone is somewhere like right here. If I press this, it just automatically just went over there. I don't understand this. I don't. And also the dead zone was like somewhere up here, or like the top of the thing. Where? What the fudge? So if I increase that number, the dead zone's somewhere right there. It's right there. What the fudge? Okay, yeah, that was the center. But what I'm trying to say is like, you actually will not see it move. The dot will like sort of move, but it's kind of impossible to like tell where it's going. I'm just gonna like, all right, but yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say. I'll definitely like fix the mouse, the whatever it's called, the center. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. All right, that's it. Moving it up, right? There, that. Yeah. I should have a run that I'm still on. Yes, I do. That's not good. Why am I on error? Is the keybinds work? Yeah, they're working. I guess it's always an error when you do that, I guess. Look how much it's taking from me. I mean, we're on tax, so. That was my bad. I forgot what loadout I had for this one. Okay. That's not the best loadout. I was hoping for something else. I mean, then again, I've basically incorporated the sniper to all of the loadouts because I just heard it was good. Even though my old loadout was the lightning staff, the engineer thing, this thing, and the BFF, the frog. But I think maybe it got changed, like it got patched or something. Get me out of here. Get me out of here! Okay, that was scary. I will say I was a little bit too close to the mic when I did that. I was not paying attention to my health. My bad. My bad. I want to switch back. I want to switch this. And let's see how far I can go, because this was my old layout. The lighting, engineer, and all that stuff. But then again, I feel like I progress so slowly, but does it really matter? We're here for the long run, not the speed. I mean, it does make it unbearable when you have to like restart from the start if you die. That's why I keep on trying to pressure myself to beat levels faster. How's it doing that much damage? 14? Goodness. I thought I circled around him. Nah, I thought I hit it. Alright. Alright, that's a good one. Wait, they just instantly disappeared. Do I want that? Yeah. What the fudge? How did I just do that? I mean, I saw I did it. The TV guy launched me and I jumped while running backwards into him. But I don't know if that's a consistent thing. Okay. Wow, that usually I wouldn't get hit by that hatchet, but I don't know. I just choose to ignore that, so I just start getting hit by it more than usual. That guy's annoying. Nah, you're even more annoying than that guy. I said that guy's annoying. The hand came in and said, "What'd you say?" I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, where'd he come from? Damage and health. Damage again. Damage. Alright. That was a clean wipe. Yeah, I can just get these two. Not counting a soul whenever you use it. Or 3 max souls. I hit him. I did not think you could do that. I mean, I've already got the achievement, but that was with the SMG. I did not think you could do it with the lightning staff. And I was just like, I didn't even put that much effort into it. I mean, I know my aim is impeccable, but, or I don't think that's the right word. Impeccable, something like that. Immaculate. I don't know. Good chance. Okay. Yo, what are you doing? Oh, goodness. Do I still have that frog? Yes, I do. That was scary. Alright, alright. Wait for that. Wait, does this down as tax? I don't know. Oh my gosh, hand, you are going to be the death of me. You are going to piss me off. I just love jumping. Why? Well, if I don't, somebody's going to be behind me, and I might run into them, and I won't be able to move. I learned that the hard way. I mean, not the hard way, but like constantly jumping just seemed like common sense to me. But I was like, what if I don't? And that's when I figured out, yeah, you're gonna get stuck if you don't jump. See how useful this lightning staff is, specifically in like areas like that where swarms happen. They do not heal a lot. Why are you up close and personal, bro? We ain't trying to kiss. I don't really like you like that. I'm sorry if you have feelings for me. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't see that until now. I don't have that much souls. Alright, I need to get some. Oh, shoot, bro. That was devastating. Yeah, I just need to kill him real quick. Make sure I don't die in the process. I can't really do that right now, you know? Come on, come on, come on. Alright, alright. Yeah, no, I can't get any of them. Wow, why does that hurt? Okay, that was not good. What the? I didn't pay attention to my health. How far was I? This was supposed to be a video about me talking about voice acting and my experience with it. Not voice acting in general, I don't know much about it. But what I've been doing about voice acting, there's not a lot. Not really, at least. There's not a lot I have been doing. I've just been like focusing on what projects I am on right now. But as of recently, like, I have been getting like some, like on Casting Call Club, you can like sign up for this notification process where they like let you know about like some of the newest projects, and some of them have been like some pools that I've been interested in, so I have been auditioning for them. But that's mainly about it. I hit him again. That's crazy. What the fudge? It's not affecting. I mean, at one point when I think it was the first time I got to here, I started shooting the eyeballs and they were exploding. But I don't remember what I was shooting them with. I think I can make... As soon as I say that, I think I can make it. Yeah, no. 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 No, siree, pal. Confidence can only get you to some places. Create a passive. Oh, okay. No, why did I press that? Also, I have been, since I've recently, like, purchased my own Netflix subscription, I have been, like, watching more anime for a while. Mainly just anime that's on Netflix. I rewatched Kuroko's Basketball, which is a great series in my opinion. I watched Mashal almost near the end of that, which it just feels like since I've done research into the VA, the voice acting community, most of the voice actors from Mashal I just see, and some of them like were from Kuroko's Basketball, and then some of them are just voice actors I know from watching their videos or something. And I to be honest, I seen the clip before I saw Mashal in general, but I saw C-Dog's episode that C-Dog voiced in. That was kind of cool. I don't know if this is boring to you guys. I don't know. I don't know how to curate an audience. Wait, what? Yo, wait, why is it? Okay, hold on. I'm about to die. What the fudge? So picking specific upgrades doesn't always help you though, which is really bad. Not good in general. But why? What was that? 2 damage. There was like something doing 2 damage. But yeah, nowadays, I don't really know what to audition for. I recently auditioned for a role that pays money, which is usually something I don't really do because when you in casting call club, most of the pros like they hide their talent until they find like, or you just don't see most pros when you're doing like unpaid projects. But when it comes to paid projects, I usually stay away from them because that is where most of the pros hang out. Most of the pros actually audition. And in my opinion, I just feel like I have a flat voice. Like, I don't exactly know how to explain it. I don't know what the word is to describe it. But like when I listen to anime voice actors, there's usually like, it feels like they're doing more than just, or no. It's better to describe it if I describe what I think my voice, like it feels like my voice is more of like one tone or something. Like it's static or something. I don't exactly know what I'm trying to describe, but it feels bland, boring, just like one. It's as if, because I would say the mouth is an instrument, but like sometimes it's either their editing or like just their voice. Like it feels like sometimes it feels like a lot of people like define or like I don't I don't know how to describe it, and I don't even know where to get a voice clip to explain what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. A Q1 card. Don't mind if I do. I hate that worm. Why, hand? You need to stop interfering. Also, I did like kind of private the videos where I go over like what I auditioned for on Casting Call Club or how my auditioning experience went. Mainly because I seen like a video about it's kind of disrespectful to record your auditions, but I think they're talking about like I don't think they're talking about like Casting Call Club in general. I think they're talking about big leagues, the big guys. What am I talking about? Where you get paid, you know. Like more of where you know it's gonna be famous or something like that. Casting Call Club is like the little leagues, but it's kind of somewhere you start. It's like a starting ground, in my opinion. I would say. I would think so. But then again, there are some projects that like just in a split second you can tell that that's gonna get popular. At least in my opinion. Sometimes I can just look at the thumbnail of what they're trying to of like who they're trying to recruit, and I can be like, yeah, that's gonna go places. And those are usually the types of projects that I don't really audition for because, like I said, the pros of Casting Call Club are usually hiding in the shadows. They usually don't audition until they find one that actually pays them money. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm too focused on not dying. I've been doing good so far. No, I haven't, right? I'm losing track of what my first run was, right? I died at admin on my first run of the video, right? Also, this blob guy is so annoying to deal with. Oh my gosh. See, that's the annoying part of the blob, bro. He just teleports everywhere. Alright. Okay. I'm not doing good right now. I mean, I still have the pacifist. Oh, nope, not pacifist. Passive thing, whatever that is. The electric around me, so I think I'm good. Should be. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if I should put the other videos I made about my auditioning history because, well, I mean, so far I've been on projects I don't have to sign NDAs, so like I feel like I don't really have to hide the fact that I've been on projects like that. But at the same time, after I watch that video, it's like I don't know. I think he was talking about like
the most famous studios that you work with. Imagine I put a diffuser on here. I mean, it couldn't hurt, right? Put ice on that. Slow him down. Does it work for the turrets? Oh, it does. That was a smart move then. I have so many souls. I could have went for damage. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so probably tell me in the comments if you want me to put up the videos. I don't think I'll get in trouble because it's not like I signed an NDA. That wasn't on any big leagues, and I'm still just a beginner somewhat. I mean, I put my whole heart into trying to be a good voice actor. But yeah, the fudge was that? There's like parts, because I know I'm trying my hardest when I do voice acting, but there's parts where like I just don't want to touch some projects that like, because I feel like I know I'm gonna flop on some projects. I just don't do it. I just don't. But then again, there are like, I guess the only ones that like I've been interested in that I've just not auditioned for was like video game stuff, like mainly the paid projects where you could be in this video game or something like that. Then again, I have like, there are some projects that I just didn't audition for that were unpaid and you could be in a video game. It's what? Buddy, what? I don't know. I'm just really focused, but at the same time, I don't really know what to say. While I'm speaking in front of you, I'm still on like, should I be saying this? Should I not be saying this? Is this okay to say? What the fudge? I don't think I've seen that enemy before. The one that digs down. Nah, I could have just... Don't teleport. Not yet. Okay, that was some decent damage there. Where is he? This is such a large map, so I'm gonna have some trouble when I lose him. Did I even hit him? I did. Okay, cool. That's a lot of enemies. That hand is so annoying because it puts a shield on anyone it touches. That like laser thing that turns them into different colors, basically shield. I'll leave. Then again, I probably should have stayed. It's a chance that could happen. There's a chance that the corruption could happen. And it takes away your tax if you complete it. But if you do that, you can just skip it. And that's not really the best thing to do because your tax is going to suffer. I did not mean to do that. Wait, what? He just... I didn't even touch him and that happened. You saw that, right? That was a little weird. Hold on. Alright, let me try to get them out of here. Hit him with that. No, I was trying to hit one. Okay. Hit nothing. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. Crazy. I was trying to hit one while hitting A, which is the hardest thing to do when you're a keyboard player. I'm not gonna get damage that time. I'm gonna, because this damage is right here. Specifically what the stat set gives me. 50% more damage. I see. I can get more. Yes. I'm gonna make sure I get more red cards. A lot of enemies. What the fudge hit me up that time? That was far. Jeez. There we go. Wow. I have so much health that it takes so long to even refill it. Fat hand. You might say, oh, that's just one person he's protecting. That one person, if he moves, if that hand follows him to the crowd, that one person's going to turn into 12. Maybe even more. My gosh. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, does this take away my tax as well? I can't come back. Yet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. This is not good. I'm gonna die. I don't... What was that? How much... how far was I? I wish I could check my highest run. I mean, I probably can. Does that say sold out? Yeah. No. 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 What? I cannot. I can't check my highest round. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Right? No, I don't... What is my highest round? What is the big screen for? I don't know. Okay, alright. That's gonna be it. Because frankly, I'm not good at this enough at this game to beat it. Apparently there is an ending. Because it talks about the big man. It says beat the big man. So obviously there is like something that I haven't gone to. And I definitely didn't get to variant 40. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's sandbox. Alright, that's it. Alright, I'll see you all later.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna title this I'm a niche voice actor. And then everyone's gonna be confused as frick when they start watching the video that like I barely talk about voice acting in this video.